Namaste everyone, welcome back. Over to you, Nana.
In our previous episode, we had some references on the Vedic, primary Vedic literature, where we said that the body that we say now Veda, from Vedas, after the classification, the Vedas, and then the Shadangas and Shaddarshanas. So we had a general introduction about these things and said that all this form the part of Shruti literature, though most of them were not Shrutis. They were given to us by the great sages as the Vedas itself. So that is the reason we give that status to them, because without which we may not be able to understand or read at least the Vedas. And that way, even if in the Veda that what we have seen in the last episode, except Samhita part, the rest of the things are also suggested to us or composed for us by the then rishis.
Like Brahmanas, Aranyakas.
And most of them are done by Vyasa, Veda Vyasa. After that also number of shakas have come, and everything goes by the name of Veda Vyasa. So this literature, Shaddarshanas, because Shaddarshanas form part of the Upanishadic thought. So this body is the prime body of the Vedic knowledge. And this we have given a special category status in our Vedic knowledge.
Like Vedangas and Shaddarshanas
and then
and Smritis.
not Smritis. Smritis are they have come in course of time.
Oh, okay.
Not along with Veda Vyasa. Smritis are also there before Veda Vyasa. Because if we have also traced this from Manu. Manu, who it goes back to the beginning of the creations. Not exactly creations, but from the beginning of the social life or political life, or man living in a society.
But that Manu is different to the people who composed Manusmriti, right? Manusmriti is composed by a group of people, intellectuals, right? And Manusmriti did not come from Manu.
There is a long discussion over that. Controversies are also there, different opinions are also there. But that we had in the last episode. So Smriti literature and now the following literatures like what you call the Shastras, and also the Itihasas, and also Puranas. So this literature is a second category. From the Shruti category, this is the second important category. Here there is a very good effort by the learned, by the sages, Jnanis, who wanted to give this essence, this knowledge to us, and so that the jivas who have taken birth here as human beings, so they should get a guidance along with the paths to reach the ultimate. Particularly the Vedic thought all meant for taking us to the ultimate, to reach our goal, a human goal. So jiva's evolution has to take place. For that purpose, the jivas have taken human birth here on this planet, and their life has to go according to Dharmic lines. So this dharma has been explained by the later literature. But mostly these smritis which have come later, or which we know that they are conditioning our lives, and many other social systems and everything has been suggested to us, and then they have at different regions the variations were also suggested in various times. According to the times also there have been different smritis. So we had some discussion about that. So these smritis, though we have numerous smritis, the advantage is that these smritis follow the Vedic thought. They follow the Vedic thought. And it is also a very strong saying by the sages that the smritis follow the Veda as a calf follows its mother cow. So smritis are also on the same dharmic lines, and they want to put the people on dharma, the path of dharma. And here if we look into the social system, for the human life also they have given 4 stages. For one human, he will have 4 stages of evolution. The first stage is
like
education.
the Jiva's evolution, or
Not
in
Jivas,
Janma?
not Jiva.
In a Janma, a person has 4.
Jiva who took birth on the planet.
Okay.
So for him, they have suggested that throughout his life, 100 years or 120 years or 60 years, whatever it may be, 60 years is one cycle. And earlier great people they lived beyond 60 and even in Mahabharata we have the examples that 180 years were also there. Bhishma, and Krishna, 120 plus. So we have such great individuals that because leaving them off, common man generally we think it is Shashti Purti. So they complete 60 years. So in these 60 years we have these 4 stages. Brahmacharya, Grahastha, Vanaprastha, and then Sannyasa. So these 4 stages are traditional divisions of one's human life. So that way, as they have these 4 stages, in all these 4 stages, how they should conduct themselves is the guidance is given through the smritis, and they have conditioned our lives so that we go according to the dharma to reach. Because dharma leads us ultimately to the ultimate. As we say, we have so many things now, the yoga and other paths and so many other paths, but this is a common path. So in the other paths, it needs some qualification of the sadhak. But here, we have come onto the earth. We have not done anything. But we didn't have any qualification to take any particular sadhana. So first of all, for the major population, maybe 90% or 95% of them, they would be given a common path so that they can lead their life comfortably and also earn punya or virtue and then go to the ultimate.
So it is
it's a graded path.
A
graded path. Evolution, which is very easy to any common man to follow according to the Smriti dictums. Smritis, though they only speak of all these conditions of the path and all that, how we should be leading our life. But their main aim, objective, is to take all the population to the ultimate. So why everybody thinks that everybody wants that one should reach the ultimate? This is a big question that we can dig later. So these smritis, after these smritis, again we are coming to the Puranic times, because these smritis are not exactly belonging to Puranic times, or they might have come along with the Vedas also, Veda Suktas also. Very ancient traditions also have given us smritis. Number of smritis are there. So when we come to the other literature, where even before Puranas, there is another wonderful itihasa, Ramayana, because Ramayana is much before than Mahabharata.
Yeah.
So,
but Puranas are not before Ramayana?
Puranas are from Vedavyasa, Mahabharata times.
Oh, okay. So
Mahabharata
Puranas
times.
are dated
So,
later.
So Ramayana and the Itihasas have already also have come up by that time.
Yes.
So before Puranas have come.
Yes.
And the second Itihasa Mahabharata pertaining to the Mahabharata period. But Ramayana is the much earlier period. So along with the Smritis, this Ramayana could also be joined into that group.
Because it's much earlier text.
Prior to Puranas.
Valmiki.
Puranas we date it to 5000 years BC. Not BC, from now, from the current era.
So if Valmiki has done Ramayana, Vedavyasa has done Vedas, majority part of the Vedas, the bulk of Vedas, classification of the Vedas has been done by Vedavyasa. That means before Vedavyasa I'm thinking is during or just before Mahabharata. So before that there was no classification of Vedas?
That's what we said last time also when we in one of the episodes we said classification has been done by Vedavyasa.
So Vedas are there but the classification was not there. So the classification actually happened just before Mahabharata or during Mahabharata time?
Because this is Brahmanas and also the Aranyakas and then Upanishads, they are not exactly, they were only collected by him.
Yeah, okay, he has...
They are collected because it was what we thought, it was a Veda Aranya, it was something like a forest. Suppose if Samhita is here, then it was not, even Samhitas were also not there, Ruks were there.
Okay. Just...
Through the sages, the Ruks have been coming up, Suttas have been coming up. But all these things have been collected and they sifted and analyzed and then put them in proper form.
So he's more like a modern librarian who has put...
Not librarian, analyst.
Analyst
And then composer.
Yeah.
So he has composed them properly, classified them, so that we need not get confused as to what is available there, where. So what all available there at that time, he has collected them. So this present form of Vedas are also contemporary to Puranas.
Okay. So the classified Vedas are contemporary to Puranas.
Puranas.
Okay.
Because now we should call it Vedas.
Yeah.
From
before that it was
before
just
that
Veda.
it is only Veda, a fund of knowledge.
It
was a fund of knowledge.
Yes.
So that was only Veda.
Yeah.
So that Veda, because it was something like a forest, where we could not identify anything what we want, we can't get it. So we have to search the whole forest, which is impossible.
Yes.
There is vast amount of information is there. So apart from that, it's whatever remaining at the time of Mahabharata times, so he has collected it. Whatever is remaining, it's not the whole. Whatever was incurrent at that time has been collected by him through his disciples, and then he classified what is a Brahmana, what is a Aranyaka, what is an Upanishad, and then he made 4 parts of each Veda. So now we have Vedas, 4 Vedas. So out of them now we consider that the 3 Vedas are very important to us.
Yeah,
and
like
fourth Veda does not speak much of what you call the ultimate and all that, because it's more concerned with the worldly affairs that we said.
Okay.
Other Veda. So everything is classified and drawn to us, and he distributed this to his disciples, 4 disciples, and then they have given us, they have preserved it and propagated it
orally,
and passed on to various families through their disciples. So it has become a wonderful book of knowledge. So what we speak is that the classified Vedas are contemporary to Vedavyasa, Puranic times. So these Puranas, along with the Vedas, Vedavyasa wanted to do Puranas also, keeping in view that the Vedas will benefit only a class of people. A
So,
class
a-
of
a
people
certain-
who are already informed, who are already in the path, and who wanted to know about the ultimate, and those who are groping in darkness.
So they are for people who are a little bit evolved and they just need that last bit of help to reach the ultimate truth. So
Not exactly not, but because those who could take them.
yeah, they are in a position to, they are knowledgeable people who are able to understand and take it forward.
Those
and
who can
evolve.
understand it, those who can follow it, those who can preserve it, those who can read it. So it has all the qualifications. This is what you call
One
the
who is
requirements.
going through a very strong discipline as
So
well.
a disciplinary approach is necessary
Okay.
for that.
Yes.
But those common men, because they are very busy with their occupational hazards and all that, they will be worried day by day and day, and then they will be very busy in earning their food or doing something, attending some other jobs. So those who are not able to understand the Vedas.
So it's almost like if someone has earned MBBS, so Vedas, to learn Vedas, it is almost like taking specialization and doing that, taking that further into academics. Okay.
That way you can understand.
Yeah.
So these Puranas are meant for folk. Folk in it doesn't mean that they are in the forest and all that, no.
Not
but
tribal, but
common
just
people,
common.
common people, simple people, who are only aching over their livelihood and then living in small janapadas and all that. So for them, these Puranas are written. Where as in the Puranas, as we said, the genre has changed from the Vedas. The Vedas are the shlokas are there, sutras are there, and the way to proceed through these brahmanas are there, and they have to follow. So such kind of complicated manuals may not be able, the common man may not be able to do all that. So for their sake, the Puranas, because generally we will be questioning the ancient knowledge that it was only meant for class of people and they have no concern about the other common men. So they seem to be criticizing this. The modern intellectuals, they start
that is a
criticizing
Western
about that.
perspective
Western
basically
perspective,
because all the Bible, the knowledge, I'm just talking about Abrahamic religions here versus Dharmic religion, where in Abrahamic religion certain priests were holding on to the Bible. Bible was not open to everyone. The same way when they looked at Bharat, they kind of saw Bharat through those lens and just thought that certain people
Yeah,
are...
you are right. So modern intellectuals, they are raising so many questions on this, and the Puranas, even the literary forms also, it is a different genre, and the subject is treated in a different way. They say the same principle that holds the Vedas, the Dharma. So the same Dharma has been presented to us, explained to us through episodes.
More simple, understandable stories.
Language, and
In
they
the
have been
form of
given stories.
Yeah.
And
Very symbolic stories.
very
as well.
symbolic, but they are very symbolic, and if you go into the story, many secrets are there. Guruji says that the Puranas are almost deal with every part of human knowledge. Even he says, sciences and technology is also placed in the Puranas.
Like the Shastras.
Shastras, as we see Shastras separately, a separate genre. But here, the essence or the information or the importance of all these earlier literature has been made use in the Puranic Puranic genre, where the Puranas doesn't seem to be a Shastra. It doesn't
It was more
seem to
simple.
be a Veda.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem to be a Shruti that way. But even then, all the information by that time, even with regard to the scientific developments or whatever it may be, the technology development, the scientific theories, and all sorts of knowledge that we speak of today, medicine and this and that. So all these things were there in Puranas. But we have to cull it out and find it. So this is again the job for scholars, they do. But for a common man, it is enough for him to know about Lakshmi Narasimha. Oh, Lakshmi Narasimha was there. He has come at the last moment, and then he saved his disciple Prahlada. So this story attracts us to go to him. But what does it speak to us? How Hiranyakashipa was sold that way. He was almost inundated by Hiranyakashipa. Hiranyakashipa was inundated by Lakshmi Narasimha. So these things are something, the episodes would attract the people and lead them into a dharmic path. The purpose is that anyhow they should follow their dharma, whether through Vedic rituals or through their life also. They should try to know that they are going in a path. Taking the example of Prahlada. So these are the things are there. So having the confidence and faith in the ultimate, who is going to definitely help them in their hardship. So such kind of stories are found in the Puranas, and they need some discussion separately, because Puranas are vast literature, and how they have come, we take it in a separate.
Yeah. So did Guru Garu write something on Puranas?
Guruji spoke about Puranas, and he requested Punnala Sriramachandru to write the continuous Smriti, so that all these Smritis have to be condensed into one. And he, in his Bharatiyata, has been mentioning about so many legends of the
Puranas, like the Rishi.
And he has
the stories of Rishis.
Rishis.
Yeah.
Rishi Charitra.
Rishi Charitra.
Wherein he has said so many things with regard to those times, about the greatness of those Rishis and what their contribution to the humanity. That's more important.
You know what? I feel after these this bit of a section of these talks, we should go into Rishi Charitra and do them, because they are highly recommended by Guru Garu, and beautiful stories. Children would easily understand them as well, and they will make a interesting thing for children to.
Because there were also small stories are also there in the Charitra.
Yeah, so we can do that.
And that we can do. Let us see to what extent we can cover them.
Yeah. So
but whatever Guruji gave us in writing, everything is very valuable and most valuable to us, and everything is essential. He has given us only the essentials. As I said about the essence of Vedas, he has given us the essence, all the literature.
Yes.
And even earlier the Gita Prasangas and Gita, most of everything, even Bharatiyata, the articles he wrote in the Andhra Bhumi, and which has been published as books in the book form by the Sivananda Sukata Foundation. They are all available to us. The thing is, at least the coming generations should know that Guruji has done so much of work.
He has.
And they should start at least some interest. They must be inspired. So our talks are not exhaustive. No specialist talks. But it's only to acquaint that these main issues, major issues which he has been all the time thinking about our culture.
Yes. Yes.
So his effort should not go uninformed by the generations to come.
Yes.
So what little we are doing is only for that sake.
Yes. Thank you, Nana. So just to sum up the whole thing, Vedas were there before Itihasa, Ramayana, but they were not classified, and they were classified during Mahabharata time by Vedavyasa. And Puranas basically are the essence of not only Vedas but also Shad Vedangas, Darshanas, Smritis and everything. So they are the essence of all of it. For people who don't have that intellectual capability, or people who have not really evolved to a state, or people who are not in that discipline to take it forward, like studying Vedas, these Puranas serve those section of people.
Major section
of people who are not actually taking Vedas as a study and as a discipline. Puranas are for laymen or people.
One thing
who
more
are
important is the results of the practicing Vedic rituals and also listening to the Puranas. The clientele would get the same result.
Okay.
Because everybody goes to the ultimate. Ultimate is the only ultimate result for anybody.
Yes.
So they are capable of taking common men to that level without these hardships of
the disciplinary
life and
lifestyle.
In a way keeping away their worldly desires and all that. They have to control everything, and then they have to lead a very
strict
particular proper
lifestyle.
Not so easy and so comfortable for the people to follow.
So, like for the
there may be a very what you call very less people would be there who are totally devoted themselves to such kind of studies and such kind of practices.
Yes.
But this anybody can, because whenever they are at leisure, they can sit at one place and then the learned man will come and then tell us the Purana.
Yeah, it can almost be like Harikatha, Burrakatha, all of that.
That will come to later.
Yes.
This way, everything is reached to every man.
Yes. So, in Hinduism, in Sanatana Dharma, mukti or knowing the ultimate reality is no one is barred from it.
Wonderful.
And it doesn't mean that if you read certain book like Veda or like in Abrahamic religions where you read certain book and you are guaranteed to reach God. That's not how Sanatana Dharma works. Irrespective of your caste, creed, or what your capabilities are, intellectual capabilities are, you are eligible to reach that ultimate truth.
Right.
Okay, so we will meet again in our next episode to explore further. Yeah. Namaste everyone.